I am back at Turkey Run State Park. I'm going to hit the east side of the park today. It is overcast, low 60s. I don't think it's supposed to rain, but I guess we'll find out. I am taking Trail 1 right now. Majority of the people take Trail 3, which is the trail I took the last time. I was told about 75% of the people that visit the park take that trail. So I'm going to take this, veer off into Trail 2, which is goes up a box canyon, and then I'll figure out where I'm going to go from there. The trails are pretty muddy since it's rained quite a bit in the last few days. I've been walking down the road that goes to the suspension bridge. This is Trail 2. You can see Trail 1 down there. They say that part of the trail a little ahead is being washed out by the river, which you can also see there to the left is the big brown area. That's all the sediment being carried by the river. I have to say that I think I made the right choice coming this way. At least I'm feeling that way at the moment. I've run into very few people on this section of trail, which is exactly what I was looking for. Right now, I can hear the occasional voice, but mostly it's just the wind in the trees and my own footsteps. It's kind of cool. There's some ripple marks here. That ledge back there is covered with them as well. I have cut over to Trail 1, and this parallels the river. I've been told up here that the trail has started to erode because of the river cutting into the bank, and the trail is, I don't know if you can see it, you probably can't, but the river's right behind me, so I'm maybe 10 feet from the river. Right here is where the trail is being eroded. There's a covered bridge right over there. My hike will take me over that bridge, I believe. We are looking at what is known as the Lusk earthfill. It was built by a gentleman named John Lusk in the 1880s. He built it because the county said that they would turn this into a road to access his property if he did. Well, he filled that obligation, and the county did not fulfill theirs. The road is slightly to the east of here, and you can probably hear some vehicles on it. Today it is part of one of the hiking trails here in Turkey Run. It appears the clouds are starting to break and the sun is coming out. We're coming up on the Lusk covered bridge. You cannot drive over it. However, it is part of this trail. This is the Narrows covered bridge. It was finished in 1882 or 1883. It replaced a bridge that was destroyed in 1875. This is a Burr Arch Bridge. Since covered bridges were often the largest covered structure in a county, they often served purposes other than to just carry traffic. Sometimes weddings or community gatherings would be held in the bridges. This is the Lusk homestead. It is on land that was given to Salmon Lusk after serving in the War of 1812. When he died, it passed to his son John, who built the earthwork we saw earlier. The house is currently closed. It will be open this year on Saturdays and Sundays in June and July, according to park staff. This would have been the front of the Lusk home. Salmon Lusk built a mill here used to process corn. Here you can see the sluice that drove the water wheel. Now, the water entered here upstream and exited through a tunnel here. The hole in the center is where the water wheel was, and it was mounted horizontally. So it spun horizontally. There was a dam across the river at the upper end of this rock that crossed over to the far side there. The Lusk family owned a significant tract of land, and a large part of that became what is Turkey Run State Park today. This is the Lusk coal mine. It's a coal mine that was exploited by the aforementioned Mr. Lusk. It was in use from the late 1800s until probably the late 1920s. The seam of coal was only 3 feet high. You can tell I am getting closer to the visitor center. You can just see the suspension bridge there through the trees. Although I doubt it shows up very well on camera. The river is definitely higher than when I was here before. Those were some of the trails on the east end of Turkey Run State Park. Much less crowded than the west end. Very nice hiking. If you get out here and you want some solitude, those are the trails to take.